Hello, good morning, and a very good afternoon, everyone. And we warmly welcome you to today's webinar on how ClickShare Conference is revolutionizing the workplace experience. I would like to thank you all for taking out your precious time, and we promise to have an exciting 45 minutes ahead. Introducing myself, I am Vijayant Khatri, leading the segment marketing for APAC, and I'm going to be your host today. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker, Mark Raymond, Vice President, Sales, Meeting and Learning Experiences at BARCO Asia Pacific. Mark is recognized as an industry expert and aids businesses, governments, and educational institutes in accelerating innovation, increasing employee efficiency, and improving satisfaction through unified communications and video collaboration. He has authored technology blogs and articles and also has spoken at industry conferences on digital transformation and the future of the workplace. I would like to request all of you to keep your mics muted and please feel free to ask questions during the Q&A session. Before I hand over the mic and screen to Mark, here is a quick video.
Meeting starts in 2 minutes. You gonna get us set up or what?
We're trying, John.
Try faster.
Just don't know how to do this.
Do these do anything?
I don't know. Siri, connect us. Alexa.
Hello?
I think client is on WebEx, so maybe we need to be on a PC. Is there a PC in here?
Here we go again with the political correctness.
Personal computer. Boomer.
Right.
Hey-o. I think I found it, guys. Anyone know the password?
Yeah. A as in Applebee's, B as in Applebee's, P as in pterodactyl, M as in Mary had a little lamb, whose fleece was white as snow.
And we are in.
T-minus 30 seconds till the meeting.
Need the invite link.
Oh, I got it right here. It's http://
Sorry, is it a backslash or forward?
It's the one that's left to right. Not if we're facing each other, but if you're facing the direction I'm facing.
Wait, we're facing the same direction.
Upper left, lower right.
Upper left, so that's the sounds like a back.
Two of those.
Can you just forward me that email so I can click on the link?
I have the email still. Yep, hang on a second. Oh, shoot. I gotta log into my email account again. I always forget the password. No, there it is. It's right there. This.
I got the email right here. But which one of these 16 links is it?
T-minus negative 3 minutes to the meeting.
Here we go. How to connect a video conference if the two parties have two different systems. Just says good luck.
Can't we connect on our phones?
Is it conference room or conference room guest? Or is it conference room guest 5G? I'm just gonna try this Xfinity one. Anybody know the password?
I might have that.
Guys, I think I got it.
Can you come up here so we can all see?
My phone's on 2%. I have to keep it plugged in.
Does anyone have a longer cable?
I might have one.
Hey everybody, sorry we're late. Can you see us?
Uh-oh, my third-party lightning cable isn't. Oh, man.
We're gonna lose the deal.
Guys, you do know there's a ClickShare conference room next door, right?
What's that?
Who is that?
Come on, I'll show you. With ClickShare Conference, you just plug this in, click the meeting link, no matter what conference platform you use, and bam, you're connected.
Whoa. Why is no one there?
Did you know that your meeting was at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time?
T-minus 2 hours, 45 minutes until the meeting.
Good morning and good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us today. It is a real pleasure for me to be presenting today on a topic that I've been researching and advising on for many years. The topic I'm referring to is the user adoption of technology in the workplace. After watching this video on how to set up a conference call, you definitely understand why there is a lot of room for improvement in this area. Hence, today, I'd like to start by touching on the experience during team meetings, whether they are in-person meetings or virtual sessions. Then I will introduce the new ClickShare conference and later on explain how the ClickShare conference fits into your different workspaces and fits within your digital workspace strategy as well. By the way, we have prepared some interactive questions for you, as well as a product demo to keep you engaged throughout the webinar. At the end, we will obviously open for questions and have a live Q&A together. So first, let's talk about experience. Experience is everything. If you have a good experience, users will embrace the technology. But on the other hand, if they get a bad first experience, they will avoid the technology like the plague. So technology in meeting spaces needs to be seamless, easy to use for adoption, for user adoption to happen. Simple as that. Now, if we look at the evolution of the workplace, right? I like this quote from Gartner that says that workers want to work and meet in office sometimes, right? They can work from anywhere, including from home. And whether they are happy depends on the environment, the demographics, and the technology. What does that mean? Well, basically, the workforce is changing. Work styles are changing as a result. Workspaces are being redesigned to become more collaborative, right? And to suit the new workflows. And at the end of the day, it's about getting the recipe right for the workers. And what do I mean by this? Is the right mix of culture, space design, people, meaning generations, and the technology. It's all blended together. We need all the building blocks to make it work. Now, do you remember the promise of BYOD? Bring your own device. And how does it work, today in the digital workplace that we're trying to build? Well, that concept started 7 years ago, if you remember. But until today, we work with many organizations that face challenges in this area. Yes, they have a digital workplace strategy, but their meetings get delayed because people cannot share their screen seamlessly. From screen resolution to wrong HDMI input to using various screen sharing protocols not being supported, we have seen it all. And as a result of those technology hurdles, meetings do not start on time, stress levels go up, right? And our heartbeats go through the roof as well. Now, a couple of years ago, back in 2013, right, for that matter, the world of wireless presentation was restricted to wireless clickers, the ability to remotely control your slides using a small device like the one I'm using right now. And meeting tables, conferencing tables were full of laptops with adapters and cables, just like on the picture that you see. But BARCO in 2013 introduced something very different, something that transformed the wireless presentation experience, and that's ClickShare, the one-click wonder as it was at the time. Now, ClickShare, as I say, made it simple for employees, but also external guests to present using the ClickShare button or the ClickShare app, supporting both Windows and Mac devices, whether you have a tablet or a phone, whether it's running on iOS or Android, all of that doesn't matter. The ClickShare wireless presentation system supports it all. So now is the time for our first question. And I'm going to need your assistance here. So the first question is, do you use a wireless presentation screen or some screen sharing technology in your organization today? So if yes, select 1. If no, select 2. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to click on the right answer, and we'll move ahead with the rest of the presentation. Okay, I assume you've done it. Simple enough for everybody. We're all digitally enabled nowadays, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, going back to the evolution of the workplace. You can read lots of research and reports and white papers that are telling us that the workforce is changing. The new generations wants to collaborate, they want to work from home, and they want video. Honestly, it's not a surprise. There is this new generation that feeds on content that is being consumed via social, mobile, or live streaming, right? They live and breathe video calls every day with their friends. So when it comes to collaboration, they expect to find the same tools in the workplace. And whether they work on-site or off-site, it doesn't matter. They want to have access to such capabilities. And here's the quote from Winehouse Research that said that the younger workers are now pushing conference managers to deploy video everywhere, in every space across the organization. Now, a few minutes ago, we touched on bring your own device and the issues related to wireless presentation. But let me ask you, is the conferencing experience today very different? What would you say? To me, virtual meetings rarely start on time. People struggle to share content as well. And as a result, orbits go through the roof as well when it comes to remote meetings. Now, we've done some research and we have asked people, you know, what are the challenges they are facing when it comes to remote meetings? Some of them can be addressed by technology and, you know, having better networks or quality of service and so on and so forth. But to me, there are still some issues that are related to the technology we find in the meeting room, right? And they are audio and video quality, because you have camera field of view issues, microphone pickup range as another example, but also platform interoperability is a big issue. Vendors have introduced proprietary protocols, you know, instead of open standards, and therefore there is no connection between one platform and the other today. It's still very, very hard to make it happen. And in terms of ease of use, that's the third point I want to talk about. You know, how do we expect workers to learn how to use different touch panels, remote controllers, and so on and so forth? Now, video conferencing consumption, right, is on the rise everywhere, in every country, in every organization, in every function even, right? And it's because, you know, the technology itself has evolved a lot. We've moved from ISDN-based video conferencing, which was very expensive, to IP-based, and with the improvement of the networks, both wired and wireless, you know, we have more bandwidth to carry video over IP. The technology has moved from hardware to software, right? And from on-prem to cloud-based, right, at the same time. So instead of having dedicated systems in high-end rooms, you can now do video conferencing from your laptop, from your mobile, from your tablet, or even using a browser with WebRTC, right? And on top of that, you know, the way to procure that, it's no longer CapEx, right? So it's now available as an OpEx model, which is much more flexible for all organizations out there. Now, video conferencing, as a result of this technology evolution, has become more scalable, more affordable, and of course made available, you know, to everyone from anywhere. And as you can see on the chart, it tells it all. Statistics show that, you know, in US, in Europe, across Asia Pacific, including India, China, the video consumption, video conferencing usage is increasing. And it's going to keep on growing over the next few years. So now is the time for our second question. So here it is. The first question is, which unified communication, web conferencing, or video collaboration platform / service do you use in your organization? We have listed a couple of choices for you to select. You can select multiple answers, not a problem. If you don't have any, we have that option for you to select, and if you don't know as well, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to select the right answer, and then we're going to move on. Okay, choose your answers. And all right, thank you very much. So we won't have time to compute your answers in real time here, right? But what we're going to do is look at the results of our research as well, right? And excuse me. All right, look at the research as well. So BARCO has done a research, right? And here are the results, right? You can see that people are using all kinds of platforms. Long story short, on average, most people use 6 different conferencing platforms, in 6 months, right? And that's really, really the reality of what people have to deal with today. So the question is, whether we are looking at meeting rooms or classroom, the attention span is lower and lower. Being able to keep meeting participants and students engaged has become a real challenge, right? At the same time, technology adoption remains also a challenge, right? So we have attention span on one side and user friendliness on the other, right? So what is important to do all together is to take a hard look at the real problems. Only if we understand the problems, we can find the right solutions. So to give you an example, here is how a typical calendar of an employee looks today. I can have a 10 o'clock meeting, which is internal, in meeting room Duvel, using Zoom as a platform. Then at 1 hour later, 11, I have a quick sync with some of my colleagues, just in a space with a ClickShare, and I need to share my screen wirelessly. Then later at 1 p.m., I'm going to have a meeting with Skype, using Skype with Ron and Dave in a different meeting room, and so on and so forth. I may have a 2 o'clock meeting, using Teams, and I may have to join a WebEx conference at 4 p.m. from another room. So it's very confusing for the users, what platform to use, what room to book, which device to use, and to start the meeting, right? Talking about devices, right? First, at my desk, I need to use my computer and understand the UI, the user interface of the client on my PC. Second, if I go to a VC or video conferencing room, right, I need to understand how to use the panel in front of me. And there are some rooms where, well, there's pretty much nothing but a phone on the table, and I need to understand how to use the phone and, which number to dial, and then key in the virtual room number to join the meeting, right? So it's 3 things to learn and to learn how to use, right? Can be confusing for users. Now, what about spaces? Some organizations use different platforms and have equipped different rooms with different equipment as well. So in the same environment, you may find, some rooms that connect to the cloud-based solution, which is maybe the latest generation of solution. Then you still have a legacy infrastructure that people, don't want to let go of, right? because of cost or just, pure habit reason. System to connect to that platform too, right? So confusing once again, how to use the different systems. It's going to be stressful, and people end up using mobile apps and making video calls using, I don't know, WhatsApp, WeChat, Kakao Talk, or Line in this part of the world, for instance, right? Because they don't have time to learn how to use different interfaces. And those are the questions that they ask, right? They ask, for instance, who will give me the freedom that I need? And they ask those questions to IT teams, facilities managers, AV professionals, right? They also ask, how can I bring my own meeting, right? How can I be self-sufficient in a way? And finally, why can't a conference start with one click? So it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you ClickShare Conference. Just like BARCO changed the world of BYOD in 2013, now ClickShare is about to change the world of conferencing for good. ClickShare Conference brings wireless conferencing to any workspace using any laptop, any platform, or audio and video peripherals. Before moving forward, let's have a look at a short video.
Working together. It's how we've always reached our best ideas. But today we're doing it remotely, flexibly, making it harder for people to click. Enter wireless conferencing with the conferencing button, and wireless collaboration with the quick button and collaboration app. You bring your own meeting on any laptop across any UC platform, seamlessly and intuitively share ideas. Whether in a huddle space, boardroom, or not in the room at all. Hey, what's up? ClickShare works with your existing room setup, instantly connecting your screen, speakers, hello, can you hear me? And microphone. Yeah, we can hear you. It's IT friendly too. With the Insight module, you can better understand behavior to improve your workspace. And don't worry, all communications are secure and encrypted. It's got everything you need to get teams collaborating naturally and more effectively. ClickShare. Great things happen when people click.
The video sums it up. Great things happen when people click. The easier it is to start a conference, the higher will be the user adoption, and the higher the collaboration and the productivity will be for the organization. With this new product, BARCO brings simplicity and ease of use, the ease of use and simplicity of ClickShare to the world of conferencing, as I mentioned earlier. It's all about enabling bring your own meeting thanks to wireless conferencing. Now, what is bring your own meeting, or BYOM? It's simple, right? It takes 3 steps to make it work. First step, you walk into any meeting space. Simple. That's what we do every day with your laptop. You connect the ClickShare button to your device. And third, you join the call from your laptop. Now, what happens? Automatically, you will take over the audio and video peripheral devices available in that room, giving you a much better virtual meeting experience, because both sides, the local and the remote side, or the near end and the far end, can be heard and seen during virtual meetings. Simple? Well, yes, because it works with any device, but it works with all of your UC and video collaboration platform, and it works as well with any camera, speakerphone, or all-in-one soundbar than you may be using in your organization today, right? So in short, any device, any platform, any audio or video peripherals can be connected to the ClickShare conference. That makes this solution a truly room system that is truly agnostic, right? Once again. By now, you should be dying to know how it really works, right? So I'm going to let Gauthier and Michael demonstrate it to you.
Meet ClickShare Conference, a revolutionary workplace experience that will change remote meetings forever. Video calls from your laptop using your preferred conference tool works great when you're having a one-on-one meeting. When other colleagues want to join that same call, things are not that simple anymore. It's difficult for the remote colleague to participate in the group discussion. There is no connection, no engagement, no click. Add the magic of wireless conferencing with ClickShare Conference. Plug in the conferencing button without having to close or restart your call. Connect wirelessly to the soundbar and camera in the room. Within seconds, you create an immersive experience for the remote participant, where you share content on screen and remote. Now all colleagues are involved in the discussions. There's engagement, a real click. With ClickShare Conference, sharing content and collaborating is truly seamless and interactive.
Great demonstration from Gauthier and Michael in New York City a few weeks ago. Now, how is this possible, right? It is possible thanks to the ClickShare button. The ClickShare button is that USB dongle that competitors have tried to copy, imitate, reverse engineer, right, without much success. Even some competitors even try to, convince customers that there is no need to have a USB button connected to your laptop, right? But guess what? The ClickShare button exists for a reason. It has a purpose, and this purpose is to guarantee the security and the quality of audio video stream between the laptop and the ClickShare conference-based unit connected to your display in the meeting room. And for those who prefer an app, well, we have an app as well. Now, today, the ClickShare app will only support wireless presentation. You'll have to wait a bit before it can do wireless conferencing, just like the button. But once again, the ClickShare button is the key to the overall meeting experience, guaranteeing the security and audio video quality between the laptop and the room system. Now, ClickShare Conference, as you may have noticed, is an enterprise-grade solution. It's been designed to be integrated into your network. If you want to use VLAN as well, it's possible. We've done everything to make it secure, so communications are authenticated and they are encrypted. Now, not only the product is secure, but the whole development process of ClickShare has received the ISO 27001 certification, meaning that that development process is certified as secure as well. In terms of management, if you buy ClickShare Conference, you will have access to the management dashboard, which basically gives you the ability to remotely monitor, manage, or sometimes troubleshoot any ClickShare device connected to your network. We are bringing a new capability as well around that will give you insight. So it's an analytics module that will give you insight on the health of your fleet, but also can retrieve information related to meeting room usage as well. Now, the last thing I need to mention about this enterprise-grade solution is the service package. Unlike any other product out there, the service package is included at the point of purchase. You do not need to buy it separately, okay? And what it will give you is a 5-year coverage. 5-year coverage for your hardware, which will be under warranty, a 5-year license to get the insights that you need through XMS Cloud, and will give you advanced support and service, which include advanced swapping of the equipment if there is a problem. This is to limit the downtime in the meeting room, right? And BARCO is the only vendor in the market that commits to protect you for 5 years. Now, ClickShare conference, what is the objective? We want to make conferencing simple, wireless, and agnostic. If there are 3 things that you need to remember by the end of this webinar, is simple, wireless, agnostic. That's what ClickShare conference is all about. Now, you're going to ask me, how does ClickShare conference fit into my organization? Here's the answer. We have 3 models for you to choose from. Now, the 3 models support wireless conferencing. That's the main feature. All of them support BYOD receivers, such as AirPlay, Google Cast, and Miracast. All models. And all models also have a 4K video output to connect to a video wall, a projector, or an interactive whiteboard. Now, the CX30 and CX50 will give you additional interactive features such as touchback, blackboarding, and annotation. And the CX50 will give you additional things like, a higher resolution in terms of the camera video stream, as well as it has a HDMI input at the back for those cable nostalgic people out there who want a backup using a cable just in case. Okay. Now, ClickShare conference is able to create a unified experience for the users from the boardroom all the way down to huddle spaces, right? It can fit anywhere in your organization. You can bring your PC or your MacBook into any space that is equipped with ClickShare Conference. You launch the preferred collaboration tool on your laptop, right? And all you need basically, it's a display and audio and video peripherals connected at the back of the ClickShare Conference unit. It's as simple as that. Now, last week at ISE in Amsterdam, BARCO and Logitech sealed a global partnership. The objective is simple. We're trying to bring you, ready-made solution for different spaces, right? So it's like a bundle that is available from distributors in different countries, right? So you can buy today a package for huddle space, for small meeting rooms, right? For medium, for large, it doesn't matter. We have packages for all type of spaces. Now, depending on the size, they will be using ClickShare CX20, 30, or 50, or even the ClickShare 800 in larger spaces with Logitech devices such as the Meetup or the Rally, for instance. In terms of connecting to the display, we can connect to any standard display or touchscreen out there, but we also can connect to BARCO video walls, and we have a wide portfolio for you to choose from BARCO Unici, which is LCD, right? A platform, video wall platform for brightness application. If you want high brightness, extremely reliable video wall, we have the ODL range for rear projection with rear projection, and for LED fanatics, BARCO has the XT series with InfiniPix, right? That will take care of the video processing there for LED. And then you know, if you want a more complex setup, we also have a complete range of video wall controllers, you know, to create that network visualization solution. You know, you can basically display any content on any screen through those controllers. Now, coming back to our collaboration with Logitech, we have reference designs for you. So if you're an AV professional, an integrator, or even a consultant, right? Here's a reference design for you. On the left-hand side, this is the traditional way of, I would say, setting up a huddle space with a Logitech, Meetup and Tap. On the right side, it's the way to do it with ClickShare Conference and only a Meetup. So for the experts in the room, you obviously realize that the big difference between the two is that if you put ClickShare Conference in a huddle space, it means less cabling, less hardware, and even less room licenses, as we only use the desktop license of users to connect to any kind of platform. You know, as I mentioned, we have all kinds of reference design. This is the second example where we use Rally, right, from Logitech, together with ClickShare Conference. Once again, for the experts out there, you will spot the difference very easily. It is all about less cabling, less hardware, and less licenses as well. Okay. Now, ClickShare Conference can be, you know, roll out throughout your organization, in every room, on every floor, at every site. It doesn't really matter if the space is small or large. And obviously, what you want is to be able to remotely manage and monitor devices installed on your network. But if you want to do it across the internet, we have a solution for you as well. You know, we call it the XMS, Experience Management Server. You know, you can select to have your ClickShare Conference always up to date, right? If you want to control everything within your environment, we have an option for you with the XMS Edge, which is an appliance server that you connect to your network, but without connection to the cloud if you don't want to. Now, if you don't like hardware and you prefer virtual servers, we have a software version that you can install in your data center as well. And obviously, in order to get the analytics and the insights that you need, you can connect to XMS Cloud, which will give you remote management across networks as well. So lots of capabilities with ClickShare Conference. What are the benefits, if you ask me? They're very clear, right? I touch on them here. ClickShare Conference basically means less cabling. It means less hardware for you to buy. As a result, it means less integration time for the teams on the ground, but also less licenses to buy, whether it's the Windows license for the NUC PC or the platform license to have a room system registered. It takes 3 steps to start a meeting. It's definitely very simple to use. And that means less tickets, less support tickets for the IT team coming from users. And because you can remotely manage everything through the network, it means less on-site troubleshooting for the teams, right? Very important. So if you put that together, it means the best total cost of ownership you can think of for your conferencing solution in the market. It is time for me to wrap up now. So again, what we are trying to do, and I invite you to, experience ClickShare near you. We want to bring that simplicity, the ClickShare simplicity, to the world of audio and video conferencing, right? Just like we did with wireless presentation 7 years ago. So we have a complete portfolio to address that need related to wireless presentation in meeting spaces. But now we're bringing an additional product line to address the need of bringing your own meeting, a product portfolio that is capable of wireless conferencing. But whether it's wireless presentation or wireless conferencing, at the end of the day, great things happen when people click. I'd like to thank you